fact is the latest one to latch on to the entire commentary that has been made by the former US President, Clyde Castro, now going on to question Finance Minister, asking why she was making the claims if the Prime Minister himself has referred to Barack Obama as a trustworthy friend in the past. And long post has been now put forth by the NCP's Clyde Castro on social media, making those claims, questioning the central government's version on this particular thing. Pallavi, my colleague, now joining us, getting us more details of this political fight that's brewing. Pallavi, as always and as expected, the opposition is armed by the comments that were made.
But what the opposition, in this case the NCP, is referring to is an earlier interview by the Prime Minister where he had actually referred to Barack Obama as his friend. And the point which is being raised by the opposition parties is very simple, is that, we told you so. This is a point which we also make over here, which Rahul Gandhi, for example, made when he was at the Stanford University, and how it was a diplomatic embarrassment for our country because our Prime Minister was in America and the former American President, Barack Obama, is actually pointing out, again, to use the words of the opposition, what he calls the reality in India. I think what the Indian government has taken objection to is on two grounds. One, Prime Minister was on a state visit. There was a bilateral meeting taking place between Joe Biden as well as the Prime Minister. And why do you then have an interview by the former President of America where he points a finger at India? And the second thing, and the bigger objection really, is to the fact when Barack Obama referred to the fact that if the minorities are not taken care of, there's a possibility that India would break up. This the Indian government sees as an intrusion or interfering into India's domestic policies, and also kind of making a prophecy which is absolutely unacceptable. And I think that essentially, Poonam, explains why you have the Finance Minister, the Defence Minister, and I think in the days to come you're going to be having lots of reactions coming in against that comment. And before I come back to you, very interestingly and importantly, I would say diplomatically, these kind of attacks on Obama is coming only after the Prime Minister's foreign tour has ended. So we follow the diplomatic channel, whereas the accusation is that America did not. And how was this interview even allowed to be taken and aired?
Right, the controversy is multifold. It simmers days later as well. Pallavi and Siddhant, for the moment, thank you so much for getting us the latest on that.